Hola, ¿qué tal? We're going to have a look in this video at an example 150 word task which is the second question in the higher GCSE writing paper. And we'll start off by looking at the question set for us. If you're working independently, feel free to pause the video to read through everything you can see to see whether you can understand it. Okay. En un sitio web español hay un concurso sobre el deporte y el tiempo libre en diferentes países. Decides participar. So, on a Spanish website, there's a competition about sport and free time in different countries. You decide to take part. Escribe al sitio web con esta información. Write to the website with this information. So I've got 2 bullet points. La importancia del deporte para ti. The importance of sport for you. Otra actividad que hiciste en tu tiempo libre recientemente. Another activity that you did in your spare time recently. Escribe aproximadamente 150 palabras en español. Right, approximately 150 words in Spanish. Responde a los dos aspectos de la pregunta. Answer both the 2 aspects of the question. So, whenever you get the questions, the most important thing is understanding the 2 bullet points that you need to write about. So, the importance of sport, another activity that you did in your spare time recently. Notice that iste ending, hiciste, is you did in the past. Okay, so let's have a look at this example or model response. As I talk you through it in Spanish and then pause, then English, you can do a variety of different activities. You may first time just listen to it, then rewind the video, then practice your pronunciation, then rewind the video, then practice saying the English translation in that gap. So use it as best suits. Soy muy deportista. I am very sporty porque soy una persona competitiva. Because I'm a competitive person. En mi opinión, el deporte es sano. In my opinion, sport is healthy. Y me ayuda a desconectar. And it helps me to disconnect. Disconnect, unwind. Cuando tenía 12 años, when I was 12 years old, jugaba al netball. I used to play netball. Un deporte que es parecido al baloncesto. A sport which is similar to basketball. Notice there that there's no Spanish word for netball because it's not something that's played in Spain, so they use the English term netball, or even pronouncing it as netball, depending how familiar they are with English. Okay, pero ya no juego. But I don't play anymore. Soy miembro de un club de natación desde hace 5 años. I've been a member of a swimming club for 5 years. Y acabamos de ganar un torneo. And we have just won a tournament. También me flipan los deportes de equipo. Also, I love team sports, literally sports of team. ya que me permiten hacer nuevos amigos. Since they allow me to make new friends. Además, a mi modo de ver, what's more, or furthermore, from my point of view, actually from my way of seeing, from my point of view, los deportistas son buenos modelos a seguir. Sports stars or sports performers, sportsmen, sportswomen are good role models. They're models to follow, role models. Admiro a la campeona olímpica Jessica Ennis-Hill. I admire the Olympic champion Jessica Ennis-Hill. No prizes if you manage to pronounce that one well, Jessica Ennis-Hill. Porque tiene mucha perseverancia. Because she has a lot of perseverance. Ha ganado muchos títulos. She has won lots of titles por eventos como el salto de altura. For events such as or like the high jump, literally the jump of height, the high jump. También me chifla ir al cine. Also, I love going to the cinema, puesto que me ayuda a olvidarme de todo. Since it helps me to forget everything. El miércoles pasado last Wednesday, vi la nueva comedia de mi actor favorito. I watched the new comedy of my favorite actor. So I watched my new actor's favorite comedy. Me encantó. I loved it. Dado que tenía un argumento original, since it had an original storyline or plot, y el protagonista era muy gracioso. And the lead actor was very funny. Suelo ir al cine 2 o 3 veces al mes. I usually go to the cinema, I tend to go to the cinema, 2 or 3 times a month. Porque el ambiente es mejor because the atmosphere is better cuando hay muchos espectadores. when there are lots of spectators, or lots of people there, lots of people watching. Por desgracia, unfortunately, tuvimos que hacer cola en la taquilla. We had to queue up, literally to queue up at the ticket office. Y no había descuento para estudiantes. And there was no discount for students. ¡Qué timo! What a con, what a scam, or what a rip-off. Sin embargo, las canciones eran pegadizas However, the songs were catchy, así que voy a descargar la banda sonora. So I'm going to download the soundtrack. Después de la película, after the film, fuimos a una hamburguesería. We went to a hamburger joint, or hamburger fast food hamburger restaurant. Y luego volvimos a casa. And then we returned home. Muy bien. So remember, rewind the video, use it as suits you best if you're working independently, whether it's listening to it and just thinking about the meaning, practicing the pronunciation in the gap, or actually saying the meaning out loud in the gap. Buena suerte. Hasta luego.